Entropy changes of the universe in reversible and irreversible process. First one, let us take the reversible process, how the entropy change can be explained. Suppose in an isothermal, that means at constant temperature, and a reversible process, the system absorbs heat, which is represented by small letter q, from the surroundings at a temperature T. This results in the increase in the entropy of the system, which is given by, that means the system is getting heat from the surrounding. Therefore, the system's heat is increased. Delta S of the system is equal to Q by T. But the entropy of the surrounding decreases because from the surrounding only this heat is taken by the system, because the surrounding lose the same amount of heat. Therefore, we can represent the delta S of the surrounding is equal to minus Q by T, because it is lost. From the surrounding, this much amount of heat is lost. That is why the system gained a delta S, which is equal to Q by T. From the thermodynamic point of view, the system and the surrounding constitute the universe. Hence, the net change in the entropy of the universe in this process. Let us see that we know the delta S of the system, we know the delta S of the surrounding. The system and the surrounding constitute the universe. Therefore, delta S of the universe of a reversible process can be represented as delta S of the system plus delta S of the surrounding. Substituting the values, delta S of the system is Q by T and delta S of the surrounding is minus Q by T. Therefore, the answer is 0. This means that in a reversible isothermal process, there is no net change in entropy and the entropy of the universe remains constant. 2. Entropy change of the universe in an irreversible process. Suppose a system maintained at a higher temperature T1, this is higher temperature, passes Q amount of heat irreversibly, second condition, to the surrounding, maintained at a lower temperature T2, third point. T2 is the lower temperature, T1 is the higher temperature. T1 is higher, T2 is lower, and it is an irreversible change. Therefore, then the decrease in the entropy of the system, that means delta S of the system is equal to minus Q by T1, because T1 is the temperature. That means the system is having a temperature T1. Therefore, from delta S, that means the system is maintained at a higher temperature, that is T1, temperature T1 which is higher. Increase in the entropy of the surrounding, that means from the surrounding to the surrounding, increase in the entropy of the surrounding is plus Q by T2. That means surrounding temperature is T2. Surrounding gets a temperature, that means surrounding attains a temperature T2 because of the T1 in the system. The net change in the entropy is given by delta S of the universe, that is irreversible process. Delta S of the system is equal to minus Q by T1 plus surrounding gains plus Q by T2. This can be simplified by taking Q outside, so that minus 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2. On further simplification, Q into T1 by T2, T1 minus T2. Since T1 is greater than T2, T1 minus T2 is positive. That is, delta S of the universe is in an irreversible process, it is greater than 0. Thus, the entropy of the universe increases in an irreversible process. Since all the spontaneous processes are irreversible, it follows that spontaneous process is always accompanied by an increase in the entropy of the system. This is why entropy of the universe is tending towards maximum. Give reason question. Irreversible process, and when it is spontaneous process which are always accompanied by an increase in the entropy of the system, and this is the reason why, because in irreversible process it is greater than zero, and here these two terms, here these are the 2 points which we can be asked for. Give reason question. The entropy of the universe increases in an irreversible process. There one fill in the blank question. Since all the spontaneous processes are irreversible, that is a common statement. Another fill in the blank question. All spontaneous processes are irreversible. It follows that the spontaneous processes are always accompanied by an increase in the entropy of the system. Third fill in the blank question. This is why entropy of the universe tends to maximum.